I also say this not just as advice, but as a real talk for myself too. Even I, sharing this advice, mess up sometimes and make mistakes. Sometimes I overlook warning signs I've talked about in other videos. That's because we all see the world through our own experiences, and that's totally normal. This is why we should never blindly worship or put anyone on a pedestal. Everyone speaks from their own life story. And just because someone shares advice or seems spiritually advanced.
This is her content, the Wizard Liz over here. What does it say? Keep saying no to anything that doesn't align with the life you want to create for yourself. Literally, all these chicks bring to the table is looks and sexual access. That's it. Looks and sexual access. And they're trying to barter or bargain that value for guys' resources is what it boils down to at the end of the day. I mean, it's prostitution.
Doesn't mean they have all the answers or are above struggle. So it's important to filter what you hear, keep what resonates, discard what doesn't, and most importantly, trust your own judgment. We are all human and our journeys are personal. But here's the thing. There's something even more toxic that runs through.
You ever seen this, what's her name? Sprinkle Girl. This chick over here, this black girl, she says some random luxury lifestyle shit, and then she's like, sprinkle.
Through a lot of modern female self-help content. And that is that they give superficial dating advice. It's something I've noticed in a lot of the most followed voices in modern femininity. Women like Shira7, MJ the Garden.
Is this a Sprinkle Girl? God damn, she's fat. MJ the Garden Fairy? MJ the Garden Fairy with the Botox lips.
Even Wizard Liz.
And there's Wizard Liz again with the Botox lips.
They're not the same, but they often preach different versions of the same core message. Stuff like, never settle for less luxury than you deserve.
There it is, luxury than you deserve. Like, you're a chick. You're a dime a dozen. And give me luxury, give me stuff. It's not like, what can I bring to the table? What value can I offer to this man's life? How can I enhance his life? What can I do to make his life fucking better? How can I embed myself into his life and make it better at the same time? It's like, never settle for less luxury than you deserve. You deserve luxury, sprinkle, right?
Men can't be trusted.
That's the other thing too, is you want all of his shit, but men can't be trusted, and take what you can.
What you can. Give as little as
possible too. Yeah, that's the other soundbite that you hear a lot too. That's it right there on the screen. You deserve luxury lifestyles. You can't trust men. Take what you can and give him as little in return as possible. And it's like, how do you expect that to work out? You want to take and not offer the guy any value in return? You want to enhance your life, or you want your life or your opportunities in the future to be enhanced and better than what you have right now. And you're going to give as little as possible. You're going to take as much as you can. You're not going to trust the guy, listen to his word, obey him. You know, the social contract 100 years ago used to be an agreeable virgin for marriage. Now you get a disagreeable bitch that's been run through by a bunch of guys who wants luxury, doesn't trust a word you say, takes everything they possibly can and gives as little back in return. This is what these chicks are listening to online that are paying attention to these female self-help, love, dating type of gurus.
As possible.
That's a red flag right off the bat. If you're dealing with a chick and she follows Sprinkle Girl or the fucking MJ, the Garden Gnome Fairy, whatever, like, look at the stuff that they're paying attention to. And if they're polluting their mind with dog shit, opt out. See you later. Arm's length. Friends with benefits. That's it. Maximum. Nothing more.
I personally could never trust a man. I've never trusted a man, ever.
I don't know if you can hear this. Let's try to turn this up a little bit. I've never trusted a man. You shouldn't trust a man, blah, blah, blah.
Never met a man who was not driven by his lust. If I am going to enter some kind of...
I've never met a man that's not driven by lust. And I've never met a woman that's not driven by gimme shit.
Relationship with a man, I have to be getting some kind of collateral. I
have to get collateral in return for the lust, but I want the collateral. I don't want him to exercise lust anywhere else. It can only be exercised on me.
Men for what they're good for. And what they're good for depends on the man.
And you use them for what they're good for. That's standard messaging, right?
Get the man with resources and learn to love him if you must have one.
Get the man with resources and learn to love him if you must have him. So barter sex for money. Prostitution, basically, is what she's talking about. She's a prostitute.
A lot of this isn't empowerment. It's fear. dressed up as self-protection. It's ego disguised as self-worth. If you really listen, you can hear where they're coming from. Pain, betrayal, disappointment, and that's human. But again, like we said earlier, people speak through their wounds, and that's why they often end up generalizing their experiences.
But anyway, get him obsessed.
This is the sprinkle broad.
To give you money, you can't be a broke dusty. That's number one. You got to have some real money. You got to actually be the target. Then to go over what I said earlier in the video, you got to be about your money. That means you got to talk money, walk money, breathe money.
The endless supply of broke as a joke broads like this, sitting in some made up bedroom behind them with fucking 72 decorative pillow cushions and crystals and bullshit all around them, talking about getting your money. She listens to shit like this, bruh. If this is one of her idols or icons, red fucking flag.
Think about it. If you take this mindset on and start seeing men as tools to be used, who do you think you're going to attract? Only a man with a broken sense of self. If you treat men like tools, don't be surprised when all you end up with are tools. Not a grounded man, not someone emotionally secure, not someone who's present and able to meet you where you are.
She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about, because there's a lot of guys out there with coin that also are emotionally present, blah, 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 and all that sort of shit, and aren't fucking baggage laden and stuff like that. But you get the idea. I think it's making mostly sense. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here, where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.